Oh, well, the YouTube Archie here. I thought I'd shoot the shit tonight. As you can see, I'm looking in the trees again. You can see the beaming bright light in the sky that's been shining since October. You see, look at me walking through and you can see it. Just beam. There's street lights below, but up top here is the anonymous light. I'd love to know what the fuck that is. I thought I'd share a story just because it just blasted in my head. And it was a great story back in the day. Funny story. If you don't find it funny, you don't. You do, you do. Me, man, I couldn't fucking stop laughing my ass off. But also, I probably would have made a damn fool of myself if I would have done what this kid did. That I was just around about the time I was meeting and get to know through another acquaintance, one of my good friends, Chris Kilwack. And me and him had decided to take a walk up this kid's house he knew. Like I said, I was just about starting to meet him and stuff, and so we got invited to his house, and it was Friday night. We were going to go over there and, play some Nintendo, Super Nintendo, whatever 2-1 we had. But, we finally, and actually the street, mind you, I was going to take a stroll down memory lane and drive on the street, but nah, fuck it. I figure I'll just tell it now. But I mean, oh man, it's just something I'll never forget, and Jesus Christ. If I would have done what he did, man, I probably would have pissed my pants, or Jesus, who knows what I would have done on. But the kid was into mushrooms. I'm sure people who have known what mushrooms are and have done them. If people don't know what they are, I mean, they're hallucinatical drug. You hallucinate, see things. And I don't know, I think at the time I was like, damn, I want to try some of these fucking things. So I mean, yeah, that was the plan for that night. Go play some Nintendo. Go have some mushrooms. But lo and behold, the night changed. It was about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night when we reached this kid's house. We didn't even get to this kid's house. We got to the end of his street, and all I can remember was this street light beaming. We're walking up. It was on a back dead-end road. And, it was one street light, and all the way up to the end of the street, it got darker, and you could see it further down the way. You could see another street light, but whatever and everything. And all I remember is I heard fucking shop, like work boots thumping. And I mean, this kid was fucking hauling ass. Now, as we were, like I said, going up to his house, he's running from his house. And my buddy Chris was like, oh, is that, what's his, I forget the kid's name. Like I said, I was just getting into meeting him. And he's like, oh, here comes, what's his name? But what, he's like, but what the fuck is he running for? And he was like, bah, 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 bah. And Chris, I mean, the kid kept, the kid running, kept turning back his head, turning back. And then my buddy Chris was like, yo, you got, whoa, where you going? He's stopping him and jumping in front of him, and the kid looked paranoid and scared shitless. So it's like, what are you doing? Where you going? Da-da-da-da. The kid stopped, dead in his tracks. As soon as, Chris got in front of him, put his hands out, for Christ's sakes, and he just stopped, boom, stomped his feet, and he was like, you guys gotta get out of here right now. We gotta get out of here. And he's like, and he just kept saying it. Like, Chris is like, what? What's the matter? What are you doing? He's like, dude, there's a fucking 20-foot snake in the middle of the fucking road. And he's got his arms out extended. And he's like, 20 fucking feet. And oh my God, I'm sitting there, whoa. I mean, I started laughing, and I'm like, thinking to myself, what the fuck? A 20-foot snake, huh? There was no 20-foot. There's no 20-foot snake. Of course, in the state of Massachusetts, the only big snake that you ever see that big or come across that big is, of course, in the Amazon, called the anaconda. But you gotta remember, and a lesson learned to kids, if you ever come across any kind of mushroom that you don't buy out of the store and you want to try it and hallucinate, you better think again. And it made me think again. I was like, nah, man, I don't want to do this. But after that, I mean, when I never went back to that kid's house, and he's still swearing up a storm. 20-foot fucking snake, run! And that was his last words. And he was like, run! He's screaming, run! And Chris is like, where the fuck are you going? Stop! That kid bolted. I think my buddy Chris seen him the next day or whatever, but oh yeah, mushrooms. What a fucking freak show. So I don't know, I could say that I've always had it in the back of my mind to see what it was like to do that, but after seeing that and witnessing that, and oh my fucking God, it was funny in a way, but the kid could have got killed, because he just ran, and I mean, literally, this kid was so paranoid off that shit that we couldn't even keep up with him. We didn't know where he went. He turned that street and he was just gone, literally. And it was like, fucking damn, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck, Chris? He's like, oh man, he's shaking his head. He's like, them fucking mushrooms. Them fucking shrooms, he said. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And yeah, me, at the time, I was like, shit, going over here, maybe I'll try some out. I'm glad I didn't, because of the shit that I dream now and visualize, and I don't even need hallucinating drugs. I got a fucking, memory of a twisted, insane, fucking, I don't know what you would want to call it, but the things I see and visions I have, and it's well enough I don't need shrooms. But I thought I'd share that story, because it just literally blasted through my mind right now, as I'm out here walking the pug. Like I said, I was out here looking at this. There it is again, the light beaming, bright light, check it out. Still beaming through the trees, and tonight it's really bright. But once again, YouTube Nation, I have to come out with some more stories like this. There's a lot of shit that's happened in my life that I remember, and lately, me having to think about going homeless again for the 4th time. I mean, shit like this has been running through my head. It's about, I wonder why, because all the fucking bullshit that's been going on. I don't know, I'm hoping something breaks through or clears up or gets somewhere, man, because I'm just fucking really racking my brains right now. But like I say, it's stories like this. I've even been turning on and pumping the old fucking music. Shit back in the 80s, man. Bringing back, and that's what sparked it, dude, all these fucking memories. All the music I used to listen to. I mean, I still do, but little time to do it for kids. 10-2. Time in my house is just, where is it? But lately, like I said, I've been doing my dishes. Now I got a little speaker I can slap on some tunes. Nice. But I thought I'd share that story anyways. So again, I'm gonna poke this up in the trees again, show you the bright light. There it is. Bing, bing. Shining like a motherfucker tonight. The world of YouTube, I had to blow off that story, blow off some steam. Hopefully everybody gets a kick out of it. But think twice before you want to chew some shrooms. Maybe you will be the next to see a 20-foot fucking snake in the road. Run off to the middle of nowhere. Oh, I'll never forget that night, man. That was a blast. YouTube Nation, you all be safe. Take care. To the next video. Many more to come. I am booked until I'm dead. Hopefully that's till I'm 90 or something. Still be doing these fucking things. Crazy life. And it still keeps getting crazier. It still gets getting fucking screwy. Yeah. YouTube Nation. Next video soon. Out.